Welcome to the fourth night of 8 lights for 8 nights. When you get to the fourth night, you suddenly realize that there is this candle that typically sits in the middle of the menorah that's not part of the 8 Hanukkah candles. Of course, this is known as the Shamash, the helper, the guy who does not actually get to be counted as part of the mitzvah of Hanukkah, but who enables us to not feel guilty if we are sitting near the menorah. Indeed, we can say that we are benefiting from the shamash and not the rest of the candles. The shamash is the most secular part of the mitzvah of Hanukkah. And one can ask this question of trying to understand, is there any value, holiness, significance in this candle that is meant to be mundane and specifically not holy? And of course, initially our answer would be absolutely not. That's how the whole thing works. It's specifically the mundane candle for a reason. However, there are those who say, the Maharal in particular and others, who suggest that even though the shamash is actually a mundane candle, it still, of course, does have some semblance, essence of holiness in it, because of the fact that it enables us to do the mitzvah of lighting the candles of the menorah properly. And indeed, there is an additional idea brought down by the Yesod Yosef, who says, Shener Hashamash Hu Dugmas Kohen, that the shamash, the middle candle, the one that we use to light the others, the example for it and the example that it sets is like that of the Kohen. Shehaya Madlik Neirot beBeit HaMikdash. Just like the Kohen would light the candles in the Beis HaMikdash, so too does the shamash. And we come to understand ultimately that there's no such thing as some ingredient not being important and not being just as important as the rest. We, of course, know that there are many people involved in the struggle going on in the land of Israel. There are literally the soldiers who are on the front line, and then there are thousands, if not millions, of other Jews around the world doing something. Whether it's the mothers who are watching the families while their husbands are out at war, whether it is the Americans, the Canadians, the non-Israeli Jews of the world who are davening, learning, writing letters, providing money, providing other forms of support, even though there are literally the Hanukkah candles, those who are involved directly in the mitzvah. Even the shamash, which is supposed to be mundane, has an element or an essence of holiness. We should all take pride in the fact that each and every one of us, in some way, shape, or form, has been involved in the success thus far that the Jewish people have, Baruch Hashem, been able to have in this battle. Even though there have been terrible losses, by and large, the amount of success that we have had in trying to eradicate the world of this evil, eradicate the world of Hamas, we have been immensely successful. And it's not just because of the soldiers that are there, of course, it goes without saying, but it's because of the soldiers, each and every Jewish person around the world who continues to fight for them in different ways as well. Even though we perhaps are the shamash to their candles, nonetheless, we are important, we are valuable, and we play a critical role, much like the shamash, the helper candle, does on the menorah. Wishing everyone a beautiful fourth night of Hanukkah.